What is up, guys? We're back here at Auto Mafia. Got a couple turbo cars going. We're installing our 2011 to 2014 single turbo kit for the Cyclone. It's going pretty good. We got this one going on right now. So you can see our hot side. We got our up pipe basically from our manifold going in there. Everything is stainless steel, everything is TIG welded. It's fantastic, looks great. Check her out. So this is Cody's car. Cody's car, we got a bunch of stuff going on. We're trying to get the tune done on it. We made 438 horsepower, like 470 foot-pounds of torque, something crazy like that, 450. It's pretty sick. But I'll let you guys take a look at it. So we have a turbo blanket coming for it, and we do have a filter for them that comes with every car. Otherwise, this is your standard blow-off valve, and our wastegate and everything else is underneath the car. You can see our intercooler peeking through there, some of the piping, the downpipe, and then we have a full 3-inch exhaust on this car that we did. It's a single exit, goes all the way out. It's pretty snazzy, actually. Sounds not bad. We got to work on a couple things with it, but we got Zach in there loading a new tune right now. Crossing your fingers, Zach? Yeah. Yeah. We've been having a few issues with it. It is gonna end up being kind of hard to tune, I can say that. But we'll get them all sorted out since we got it here in person. But yeah, so part of what we got to do, we got to move this up a little bit. I don't really like the placement of it. It's a little low. Maybe even push it in a little. But yeah, you guys can see it does go up and over the axle and everything. Everything's stainless, everything's TIG welded. Looks pretty good down there. Not too low, but like I said, we made like 400 some horsepower. We have a boost controller for it now, a little Turbo Smart. We're gonna turn everything up, hopefully, and it goes good. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't, but yeah, basically our problem was it was like the car wasn't listening in between the last couple cells for fueling. It was kind of doing whatever it wanted. So we're trying to fix that at the moment, and then we're gonna put that boost controller on, see if we can turn it up, because we made that 400 horsepower at like 6 PSI. So we definitely want to crank it up to like, I think 10 PSI sounds good, don't you, Zach? Nice round 10 PSI. See if we can hit 500 on 93, and then we'll give it back on E85 and maybe push it closer to 6. Just seeing what I've been seeing so far, I have no doubt that this kit is capable of running the 600 horsepower. The turbo has been there before. We're using all the right size piping. Basically, we come out in 2-inch primaries into the header, into a 2.5-inch pipe. We run 2.5-inch from the passenger side header down in the cross under the transmission and up into the up pipe. We use all mandrel bends. Everything's pretty smooth. Nothing's tighter than a 90 degree, and mostly everything's in 45s. And yeah, into our VS Racing Turbo here. It's a 6667. Pretty snazzy little unit there. Journal bearing. We can upgrade to ball bearing at an additional charge. It is a couple $100 more, but you will see a little bit faster spool. There we go. K&N filter for it, just so you guys can see what it looks like with it all on. But essentially, that's what it'll look like when you pop open the hood. You guys can hear the kind of whining that's actually behind here. That is our oil pump. Pumps it, goes down out of the turbo, comes back up through this guy, and into the top there. We do provide absolutely everything, all the hoses, new spark plugs, literally everything you can need besides the tuning device and the tune. Those will be separate. So we're gonna get this tune loaded, crossing our fingers, make another hit. Should be good. Alrighty guys, so far the car is making 6 pounds of boost peak. So it really hits 6 pounds, a little over 3,000 RPM, and it just holds it. We've made over 400 foot-pounds of torque so far and a little over 300 horsepower. Low timing, not revving it all the way out, so we're still dialing it in. We will probably have to run more boost on the car to get more power, but we're getting ready to do another watt hit here and do a full rip, so I'm excited to see what it makes and how she can do up at like 7,000 RPM. But yeah, so far it's going good. I'm pretty stoked with it. It's looking good, sounds pretty good. It's very, very loud, so that will have to be tuned or turned down. But yeah, we're gonna make another hit here in a second. We'll let you guys check it out.
All right, guys, we put a fresh set of plugs in it, and we are ready to see what it's gonna do.
What do you think it's gonna make, Zach?
Let's see. I'm gonna guess 370.
I'm gonna say 408 horsepower, 455 pounds of torque. 6 PSI, 93.
Yeah, 6 PSI. You're making me want to change my numbers now.
I don't know. 6 PSI, 93 octane, old 93 octane, because he was out of gas. He's been sitting here a while. We just had an old can. We added some 93 to it. So, yeah, I think 408, I'll be happy on 6 PSI. That is a killer number, which means on E85 and a little more boost, we'll easily do 450, 500 horsepower, and then more PSI, 600 plus. So, do a run?
400 would be sick. Let's see what it does. That's 6 pounds of boost right there. 437 horsepower, 476 pounds of torque. What do you think about that?
I think I'm gonna add some fuel to
Yep.
a tad bit lean.
That's moving though, especially for 6 pounds. So I'm gonna look over the logs and make some revisions. All right, so little revision. Didn't really change much. We're gonna go ahead and run it again, see what it does.
guys, so we just installed the boost controller. As you know, we made like 430, 450 when it comes to 6 PSI. So now we're turning it up. Still on 93 octane. We're gonna see if we can turn it up slowly and make 500 on 93 pump gas. Alrighty guys, so we made about another pound, maybe pound and a half, possibly 2. It's not a digital gauge, so I'm kind of glancing at it. Looked like we made between 7 and 8 pounds. I have the timing backed out of the car, so really the last run on 6 PSI we made 413, 420. So with another PSI or 2 we gained about 25 horsepower, 20 foot-pounds of torque. So this is again with very, very little timing in it. We're being very, very safe as we dial this up. And that was good, we had no knock in it, so. Yeah, so we're gonna do it a couple clicks, do it again until we're up to 10, 12 PSI, and see if we can dial this thing up to 500 horsepower. So I'm gonna do a couple tweaks in the tune, and then we're gonna hit it again. All right guys, just turned it a couple clicks, got the tune loaded. Ready to rock and roll. I didn't make any more boost. So we're gonna turn it one more full turn and we'll just run it again. Let's boogie.
That's one full rotation.
10 PSI. We're gonna let it cool down. We're gonna give it another full turn. I'm gonna check the log, adjust a few things, and then we're gonna hit it again. All right, guys, so I turned it up a couple more clicks, adjusted the tune, gave it a little more fuel on the top end. So yeah, hoping for a solid 10, maybe 11 PSI and 550 to 575 horse, maybe 525 torque. That'd be sick. So let's send it. Yeah, that was 568 rear wheel horsepower and 526 foot-pounds of torque on 10 PSI. It did not go over 10 PSI on this gauge. Holy crap, 568 on 93 octane. So that is your Mafia turbo kit on 93 octane, 10 PSI. I'm gonna call it there for the night. 568 rear wheel horsepower, 526 foot-pounds of torque. It's sick. It's awesome. Get yours while we still got them in stock. They'll be shipping soon. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys later.